barangay captains and the barangay officials and also the healthcare workers are instrumental in understanding the impact, improving response efforts, and promoting community resilience. In this video, we will introduce to you the diarrhea outbreak survivors, the dedicated barangay officials and barangay captain, and a compassionate healthcare worker, highlighting why their perspectives are crucial for conducting an insightful and impactful interview.
Uri ng bakterya na posibleng ang kumain din ng ika-nga street food sa 10 istasyon ng Davao City Water District.
Or fecal coliform. Pag fecal
How did you feel during your journey with diarrhea?
During my diarrhea, I really feel unpleasant. It's uncomfortable. It caused my stomach to cramps and it disrupts my day. I also feel kind of frustration because I don't know how to handle it, and it definitely not a fun experience for me.
What were symptoms you faced during that diarrhea outbreak in Sandingan, and how did it last?
During diarrhea, I feel stomach cramps. I always go to the bathroom multiple times. I have watery poop. I also feel thirsty, and I even feel sick. As for how many it lasts, it almost 4 weeks, about a week or something.
How did you first become aware of the outbreak and what was your initial reaction?
So, when I first find out about my diarrhea, I feel worried about getting sick. I want to know more about what's causing it and how to stay healthy. I try to avoid things that make me sick, like washing my hands a lot and being picky about what I eat and drink.
How has the outbreak influenced your perspective on public health and sanitation practices in your community?
So, when I have diarrhea, I start washing my hands more often and checking the water if clean and being picky about what I eat. I also listen more to health experts for advice on staying healthy. So basically, it makes me more aware of how important it is to keep things clean and to stay healthy.
What are the potential factors that lead the diarrhea outbreak at Sandingan Island?
Based on our survey, the potential factors that could lead to diarrhea outbreak on Sandingan Island is, first is contaminated water. If the water source used by residents for drinking, cooking, and washing is contaminated with bacteria, it can cause diarrhea when consumed. Then, poor sanitation. Lack of proper toilet facilities in the waste disposal methods can result in spread of germs that cause diarrhea. Food hygiene. Improper handling, storage, or preparation of food can lead to the growth.
Were there any specific initiatives or programs introduced by the barangay officials to raise awareness about hygiene practices related to the outbreak? What are these?
Yes, in our community or barangay, naami gi-implement na program nga This is the Wash meaning. Water, sanitation, and hygiene. First is water. We ensure that the water around the community is safe to drink and not contaminated kay dili mi gusto na mabalik ang nahitabo sa una. Way back 2007 na naay nahitabo na diarrhea outbreak cause of water contamination. Second, sanitation. We make sure that everyone in the community sanitize or hinlo jud ilang palibot, and this is including their water tanks they have in home in their comfort room. And lastly, proper hygiene.
So, what steps were taken by the barangay officials like you to monitor and track the spread of diarrhea within the community?
coordination with health authorities. They collaborate with local health department and agencies to ensure proper reporting, investigation, and response to outbreak, public awareness, campaign, barangay.
What are any specific hygiene practices should the people follow to prevent diarrhea?
Yes, such as washing your hands well with soap and water before eating or handling food. Drink clean water. Make sure food is cooked properly and store it safely.
Is there any specific causes of this diarrhea outbreak? What are these?
Yes, way back 2007, our island is one of those area diri sa Loon nga daghang cases of diarrhea outbreak. It is mainly because of the poor water treatment and sanitation practices that can lead to parasitic infection. Mo ning gitawag nga Amoeba and Shigella flexneri presence in the water and stool samples in the area. Mo nang water contamination nga nahitabo that caused the diarrhea outbreak around the area.
What are the steps or how do you take care of someone such as child or elderly person that who has diarrhea?
As a healthcare worker, I keep an eye on their symptoms. If they have severe like abdominal pain, high fever, or signs of dehydration like excessive thirst or dry mouth. And also I encourage them frequent hand washing with soap and water, especially before eating and after using toilet.